This is the Cholo News Report for Sunday 05, May 2019. An attack on forces loyal to Field Marshal Khalifa Haftar in Sabha, Libya, kills at least 9 people. ISIL claims responsibility. IS fighters, backed by criminal groups and mercenaries, launched a dawn assault on a military training camp in the southern city of Sabha, which is controlled by Haftar's forces, the city's mayor Hamd al-Khayali told AFP. IS claimed responsibility for the attack in a statement distributed through social media, saying it had targeted Haftar's heretical militia and freed prisoners held on the base. A power struggle between the GNA and a parallel administration supported by Haftar in the east has left the country's vast desert south a lawless no man's land. North Korea fires several short-range projectiles from the east coast city of Wonsan. Prime Minister Scott Morrison has commended Mr. Trump's efforts and said he had not unreasonably raised expectations of securing peace in the region. That year saw a string of increasingly powerful weapons tests from the north, and a belligerent response from Mr. Trump that had many in the region fearing war. Cyclone Fani starts affecting Bangladesh, where over 1 million people have been evacuated from the storm's path. Authorities say the cyclone has killed at least 5 people in Bangladesh, and damaged over 1,000 houses. At least 12 people have been killed in total by the cyclone. In India, authorities were assessing damage left behind by Fani, which had spent days building power over the northern reaches of the Bay of Bengal before tearing into Odisha. Indian media reported that at least 12 people had died across the state, with most deaths caused by falling trees, but a mass evacuation before the tropical cyclone made landfall averted a greater loss of life. The seaside temple town of Puri, which lay directly in the path of Fani, suffered extensive damage as winds, gusting up to 200 tore off tin roofs, snapped power lines, and uprooted trees on Friday. Interstellar Technologies successfully launches unmanned rocket Momo-3 from its launch facility in Taiki, Hokkaido, becoming the first commercially developed Japanese rocket to reach the Kármán line. The unmanned rocket named Momo-3 took off Saturday from a test site in Taiki, on the northern Japanese island of Hokkaido. Japanese aerospace startup Interstellar Technologies said it's 10 meters before splashing down into the Pacific Ocean. We proved that our rocket developed with a lot of commercially available parts is capable of reaching space, Interstellar Technologies so Takehiro Inagawa told a news conference in Hokkaido. In horse racing, Country House wins the 145th Kentucky Derby after maximum security is disqualified. The latter horse is the first Kentucky Derby winner ever to have been disqualified for interference. But the victory lap lasted all of about 15 minutes, as the rider's objection led to the first disqualification in the history of the Derby, at least in terms of alleged racetrack infractions. Deemed to have interfered with several horses during his first-place finish, maximum security was promptly stripped of his title with 65-1 Longshot Country House, a surprise contender down the stretch, taking the actual W. Sinclair Broadcast Group buys Fox Sports Networks from the Walt Disney Company for $10.6 billion. Disney was ordered by the U.S. Justice Department to sell FSN as part of its purchase of 21st Century Fox last year, due to its ownership of ESPN Incorporated.